change that slightly based on our experience. What happens with our babies is that they are given opportunity to move right from the very first day of life. Now, because they're moving, they're burning calories, they're hungry, they have a good appetite. It means they nurse a lot. But what's happening is they are taking that mother's milk and they are converting it not into fat, they are converting it into muscle, which is what they need to continue to move. So if you check out one of our tiny babies, they don't have those rolls of fat on their arms and around their bellies and around their thighs. They're very svelte babies. They're tight babies. You grab a hold of them. But when you go to pick them up, you find that they are very heavy because muscle weighs more than fat. So we would change it to say that a heavy baby is a healthy baby. And that's exactly what our babies are. Okay, now the second word in that philosophy is prone. The prone position meaning flat out on their tummies on the floor. All the animals of the animal kingdom, within just a few moments after birth, are giving their tiny babies opportunity to be on the floor in the prone position. Now, the mother deer doesn't do that because she wants to develop the pons and the midbrain of her baby deer. She actually does it for an even more important reason. Mother deer knows that if her tiny baby deer doesn't learn how to move right away, that baby deer is going to end up being taken by a predator. So for animals in the animal kingdom, they have to learn how to move right away in order to survive. And one never sees an animal, a wild animal, on their backs. Being flat out on one's back is simply too dangerous a position for an animal in the animal kingdom to be in. Now, when we tiny human beings are born, we have random movements of our arms and legs. And what do? Well, at birth, we have to cut our baby's fingernails for fear that they may scratch their eyeballs. Now, is that what Mother Nature had in mind for we human beings? That within a few moments after birth, we should have the opportunity to scratch our eyeballs out and then possibly be blind for the rest of the 90 years of our life? Was that Mother Nature's great plan for us? Or rather, did she intend that we should have opportunity in the prone position where those random movements of arms and legs become experimental movements, then become propulsive movements, and then we learn to put that together and make that into mobility? Getting down in the prone position is an instinctive thing for we human beings to do. We do it without even thinking about it. The Americans in the group will know that if you've ever been to a baseball game, invariably there's a pop fly ball into the stands. And just as invariably somebody yells, "Heads up!" But in spite of the verbal command, everybody gets down like this. Get down like this, because in a dangerous situation, the last thing you want to do is expose, this is the soft underbelly. Here are all the vital organs of the body. In a dangerous situation, we don't want to expose that to dangers. What we want to do is we want to get down in the prone position. And then the bony superstructure of the spine all helps protect us from those possible dangers. So we don't think about it, and bang, we get down in the prone position. Now, if we put ourselves in the situation of a baby being on the floor, on his back, which unfortunately in our society can happen to our babies, well, you know, that's the ceiling there. It's really very boring. And you know, if a lecture is really bad, what you do is you look at the ceiling, because that's a way of saying, gosh, you're so boring that the ceiling is actually more interesting than you are. Well, some time ago, people on Madison Avenue realized this, and so what did they do? Mobiles! Yeah, mobiles! Hang something there, something for the baby to look at. It's not so boring. But of course, after a while, you know, that mobile gets a little boring for the kid too. But all the baby has to do is roll over here in the prone position. Because right here, the whole world of the baby is right there. Here I am, I'm on the floor, and there's my big sister over there. Oh boy, wouldn't I like to go over there and play with her? But wait, over there it's that red ball. Oh gosh, I'd love to play with a red ball. But no, it's the cat. Oh, I'd like to get the cat's tail. Everything is right there for the baby.